Und da wären wir nun bei der 4. Klassenverhandlung von Danganronpa 2. Nekomaru Nidai wurde umgebracht in seiner Roboterform und wir müssen herausfinden, wer ihn umgebracht hat. Aber bevor wir das machen, müssen wir uns erstmal wieder einige neue Skills kaufen, insofern wir denn überhaupt können. Schauen wir doch einfach mal nach. Wir haben 5 Hoffnungsfragmente, kaufen wir uns einfach mal das hier. Ja, warum eigentlich nicht? Und rüsten das eben schnell aus. Einfach hier auf Set Skills und dann zu Trigger Happy und damit hätten wir es auch schon. Und ja, ich muss sagen, ich habe ein bisschen Angst vor dieser Klassenverhandlung, denn laut vielen Fans ist das hier die schwierigste Klassenverhandlung bisher und dem kann ich nur zustimmen, das wird auf jeden Fall nicht einfach werden. Ich habe das Ganze zwar schon mal gemacht, aber trotzdem. Ich habe mich auch damals eher durchgeraten, anstatt das alles gewusst zu haben, deswegen... Ja, ich habe Angst, aber ich glaube, am Ende werde ich trotzdem mein wohlverdientes B bekommen. Deswegen fangen wir doch einfach mal an und viel Spaß bei der 4. Klassenverhandlung von Danganronpa 2. Die wird nämlich sehr, sehr spannend und gut.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Die Regeln dürften eigentlich so langsam mal klar sein, aber trotzdem.
I'm sure you guys are starving by now, but let's get revved up and raring to go. Whoever survives will be treated to a fancy lunch. Guess what? Rabbit curry is on the menu.
Das hört sich für Monomi nicht unbedingt gut an.
Huh? I'm not the main ingredient, right?
I'm here today because Coach Nekomaru risked his life to protect me. I'm gonna be the one who avenges him. I'll definitely find out who the killer is. I'm definitely not tempted by curry. Got it?
Ja.
Akane, you seem to have an impressive amount of drool flowing from your mouth.
Hey, why don't we try going over the incident? We weren't able to leave Strawberry House, so I want to make sure we get a detailed understanding.
I discovered Nekomaru's body a little before 7 a.m. I headed over to Grape Tower from Monokuma Taichi and found the body there. Hajime and Chiaki were also with me.
Hajime was with Miss Sonia and Chiaki that early in the morning?
Kazuichi, bitte.
Don't tell me you three were together since last night!
Imbecile! I am not some woman with flexible legs.
Of course you're not. You're much classier than that.
With legs like those, I could probably do the splits real easy.
Ich glaube, wir kommen gerade ein bisschen vom Thema ab.
We just happened to run into each other on the first floor of Grape House. We went to the tower together.
And then, the 3 of us discovered Nekomaru's body.
The body discovery announcement was made soon after. Akane heard that and rushed over.
We heard the body discovery announcement too, from Strawberry House, obviously.
Beide haben die Body Discovery Announcement gehört.
As I recall, we found out the elevator was out of order, which left us stuck.
So we decided to go to the tower for the time being and headed for Strawberry Hall. But someone even broke Strawberry Hall's door button. We couldn't go anywhere because of that.
Thinking we should at least find some method to communicate, we set our sights on the lounge telephone.
Forget these boring intros. Let's talk about the killer.
Das wäre vielleicht ganz gut.
Anyway, it's definitely someone from Strawberry House.
Es ist jemand vom Strawberry House.
What do you mean, definitely?
There's no way a chick would kill someone so cruelly. So it must be one of you Strawberry House dudes. One of you better hurry up and confess, or I'll break all of you in half!
You're the cruelest one here!
Now, enough with the lovers' quarrel. We need to think about this seriously.
Auf jeden Fall, unsere Leben stehen immerhin auf dem Spiel.
We don't have the luxury of discussing irrelevant things. The incident this time has many questions.
The incident notwithstanding, I also have many questions.
Then let's start with something even Miss Sonia can understand. The weapon.
Die Waffe.
Well, the weapon is obvious, right? What the heck, you guys? The weapon! You can totally tell just by looking.
Die Mordwaffe. Das Einzige, was am Tatort so aussah wie die Mordwaffe, war wohl der Hammer, ne? Aber da war kein Blut oder so drauf. Deswegen wage ich das mal zu bezweifeln. Der neue Hammer, genau.
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar, huh?
Die Säule wohl eher
No,
nicht.
the hammer!
Genau, der Hammer.
The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
Aber,
If it was unexpected, I suppose that is possible.
That's right. It was a surprise beating. The weapon is decided.
aber eigentlich kann das ja nicht sein, sonst wäre doch Öl, also quasi Blut, auf der Waffe gewesen, aber das kann nicht sein, also, versuchen wir es mal. Okay. Es kann ja eigentlich nicht sein.
No, I can't accept that that hammer was the murder weapon.
Why not? Why can't you accept it?
A lot of oil was flowing from Nekomaru's body, just like human blood, right? If the hammer was used to beat Nekomaru, you'd expect some oil to be on it at least.
Eben.
But that hammer was clean. So that's why you can't accept that it's the murder weapon.
Well, yeah, but the killer might have wiped off the oil later.
Why?
Well, obviously, to make the hammer look like it's not the murder weapon.
Das wäre aber ziemlich dumm gewesen.
Then why bother cleaning the oil? If they didn't want it to look suspicious, they would have discarded the hammer.
Hätte man den Hammer nicht auch einfach wieder zurück in den Final Dead Room packen können? Oder in das Oktagon oder so? Man hätte ja zurückgehen können.
You're pretty insightful, baby gangster.
Glaube ich zumindest, oder?
Baby gangster? Me?
Just so you all know, I was trying to test you guys.
Ja, ja, natürlich.
I thought, maybe you guys mistook the hammer for the weapon or something.
Ja,
It seems that was a waste of time.
absolut.
Then what was the real weapon used to murder Nekomaru?
Das ist eine sehr, sehr gute Frage.
That's the problem. There wasn't anything else at the crime scene that looked like a potential weapon.
Then, how about we look at it from a different angle? If it doesn't have oil on it, it's not the weapon. So whatever has oil on it must be the weapon, right?
Das könnte sein. Und das wäre dann die Säule?
I see.
The only thing with oil on it is that broken pillar.
Then that pillar is the weapon. Coach Nekomaru got clobbered with that pillar.
Aber das ist eigentlich nicht möglich. Die Säule ist ziemlich schwer.
Nobody could withstand a blow from that pillar. Even if you used 100% of your muscle strength, it would be impossible to wield it as a weapon.
Ja, eben.
Why?
We tried to move it, right?
Aber ohne Erfolg. Selbst mit 2 Leuten.
Yeah, that pillar was pretty frickin' heavy. But there's one dude who could have lifted that pillar.
Huh? Who are you talking about?
Coach Nekomaru's robot body. With that dude's super strength, lifting a pillar would be real easy.
Dann hätte er sich aber quasi selbst damit geschlagen, was irgendwie, seltsam wäre.
So, he lifted the pillar, and then what? Did he use it to beat himself?
You mean Nekomaru killed himself?
War es vielleicht ein Suizid?
Don't be stupid. He ain't the type to commit suicide.
Then even if Nekomaru could have lifted that pillar, that's nothing to do with the case at all.
Well, I guess you're right.
Ja.
What the heck?
Suizid, ha? Nagito hat uns ja auch mal erzählt, dass beim Killing School Live im 4. Fall der Mord ein Suizid war.
But that's a problem. If it's not the pillar, then there's no other weapon we can think of.
There may be a way to use the pillar as a weapon without lifting it.
Und wie wäre das möglich?
Huh? For reals?
Yes, for reals.
I see. So my gut was right after all. All right, it's up to you, Sonia. Prove that pillar was the murder weapon.
Understood. Then I shall give it my all. Sonia, here I go!
Wie hätte man denn sonst noch die Säule als Mordwaffe benutzen können? Mir fällt hierzu auf Anhieb nichts ein. Aber schauen wir doch mal, was sie zu sagen hat.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
Genau.
What about tipping the pillar over? They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over. Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
Sonia, you go, girl! I'm getting hella excited!
Moment mal. Man kann doch nicht einfach so eine schwere Säule umstoßen, umwerfen. Also, beim besten Willen, das geht doch nicht, oder? Aber angenommen, man könnte es machen. Wir haben ja diese Fragmente gesehen, die auch unter Nekomarus Leiche waren. Das könnte dann ja eigentlich nicht sein.
No, that's wrong. If Nekomaru was crushed by the pillar, then there should have been fragments on top of his body.
Genau.
Huh? Fragments?
The pillar fragments were scattered beneath Nekomaru's body, but there weren't any on top of his body. If the pillar had been tipped over and crushed him, the fragments should have been on top of his body instead.
I briefly considered that too, but it's probably not what happened. I see. That was entirely my bad.
If they didn't tip it over, then how did the killer murder Nekomaru with that pillar?
Ja, gute Frage. Ist doch unmöglich.
How much longer are you gonna focus on the pillar? Just let it go already.
Ja, warum muss es denn die Säule gewesen sein?
There's no way I can let it go. I'm positive that Nekomaru was killed by that pillar.
Why are you so certain about that?
I just have a feeling.
A feeling, huh? That's just your instincts.
But we can't say for sure that that instinct is wrong, can we? There's another way to use that pillar to kill. You guys just haven't noticed it.
Er ist uns mal wieder einen Schritt voraus, huh?
Is that true?
Then I shall ask you, what way is that?
You guys, the same as usual. You're unable to clear a path to the future with your own powers, so you just stand there and falter. What a waste of talent. And you all intend to fight the Future Foundation? You make me laugh.
What did you say?
Regardless, it's not like I want to die with the rest of you. So I guess I should lend a hand.
Hey, Nagito, what the hell happened to you?
Gute Frage. Was ist auf einmal mit ihm los?
How come you're not talking like a lunatic anymore?
I've learned a valuable lesson. Ignorance is by far the greatest shame.
Huh? What do you mean?
Who cares? Just tell us how the pillar was used to kill.
Well, first of all, the pillar itself is not enough.
Die Säule alleine ist nicht genug.
But when combined with a specific item, there's a way it could be possible.
Man bräuchte dafür noch einen weiteren Gegenstand.
A specific item?
Of course, the ultimate weapon.
Die ultimative Waffe.
Ultimate weapon?
Isn't that the thing you get when you clear the final dead room?
So, Nagito knows what the ultimate weapon is?
Er hat ja den Final Dead Room geschafft.
Of course I know, but I'm pretty sure everyone else has seen it, you know?
Wir alle haben die Waffe gesehen?
We've seen it?
That's right. You've seen it clearly. Because I, the one who has claimed dominion over evil, am the ultimate weapon.
Ja.
I am he who cuts the insolent catalyst which flows out from the chaos with the sword of victory. It's only fitting that I deserve to be called the ultimate weapon.
Absolut.
No, you are far greater than the ultimate weapon, since you wield your 4 dark devas of destruction.
Muss Sonia ihn dann noch unterstützen?
I see.
I don't know why, but I'm not liking this.
Cut the bullshit and say it clearly. What is the ultimate weapon?
In order to clarify that, we first need to solve the secret of the funhouse.
Das Geheimnis des Funhauses.
Huh? The secret of the funhouse?
You still don't realize it? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you? Ah, I forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
Ja, vielen Dank.
Except for Hajime?
If we make it out of this, I'll explain it to you guys.
Anyway, we must first clarify the secret of the funhouse, right? Then I think it must have something to do with the structure of the funhouse.
Die Struktur des Funhauses.
Strawberry House leads to Strawberry Tower, and Grape House leads to Grape Tower.
Genau.
But in actuality, they are both the same building, and both houses are linked to the central tower. It is undeniable that such a sweet building structure is the secret of the funhouse.
Man, not only does that make perfect sense, but Miss Sonia's beautiful voice is just so soothing.
Ja, ja, komm mal wieder runter.
Faux show. I shall leave this matter to your discretion.
Die Struktur des Funhauses, ha? Ich habe eine Idee. Aber hören wir uns das Ganze mal an.
Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
Verdammt.
The secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it?
It's weird to say they're both the same place.
I mean, the walls are different colors.
Das stimmt.
And the designs on the floor are also different.
Das stimmt auch.
We've already settled this problem. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
Wir haben ja gesehen, als wir den Tatort zum zweiten Mal betreten haben, also von der anderen Seite aus am Ende da, dass sich alles quasi um 180 Grad gedreht hat. Wie kann das sein?
Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
Ja, okay, das war schon mal richtig.
Both of those towers, are they really the same place?
Why are you asking that now? Do you harbor a grudge because my kingdom destroyed your homeland?
Hajime, I won't tolerate any sort of rebellion.
I mean, doesn't it seem strange? When we went to Grape Tower from Grape Hall, Nekomaru's body was in front of the door to Strawberry Hall. But when we went to Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall, his body was in front of the door to Grape Hall.
Genau.
It's probably some kind of trick, like the floor rotating 180 degrees or something.
Vielleicht hat sich der Boden einfach um 180 Grad gedreht.
If it is, then see? That means it could have passed as the exact same place, right?
Das könnte wohl sein.
If so, then what? Do you seriously think such a simple answer is the correct answer?
Does that mean he's wrong?
Oops, I guess I've said too much.
If the floor didn't rotate, then that means we need to think about the structure of the building again.
Bow down. Then how about this? Somebody moved Nekomaru's body.
While we were moving from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower,
Da hätte ja eigentlich niemand überhaupt in dem Turm drin sein können.
but we should have all been together during that time. Even if they tried to move the body inside the tower.
Then Monokuma did it.
Monokuma war es?
While we were moving, Monokuma quickly moved things around.
But Nekomaru's body wasn't the only thing moved. Are you saying the broken pillar was moved too?
If it is too heavy to carry, let them roll it. Just like if there is no bread, let them eat cake.
Wow. Ja, ich habe die Referenz verstanden. Okay, hören wir uns das doch erstmal an. Oh. Menge Schnitte, die man hier braucht. Ich habe keine Schnitte mehr übrig, verdammt. Komme ich trotzdem weiter? Nein. Okay, ich muss hier etwas mehr Strategie anwenden, verdammt.
body in the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Das gibt es doch nicht. Verdammt nochmal.
There are many different ways. The body in the pillar could have been moved. The pillar and Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Okay. Das war knapp, aber es hat geklappt.
That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. The pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene. He could have moved it all, easy as pie.
Okay, schauen wir uns das doch mal an.
It seems you have forgotten.
Verdammt, das geht so schnell.
Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the power of the future pillar, he could have moved it all,
Nein!
easy as pie.
Das geht mir etwas zu schnell, um ganz ehrlich zu sein. So, okay, jetzt.
Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the pillar, the body, everything at...
Allow me to cut through those words.